support every one of you at my back makes it a lot easier to do this job. I've been delighted to greet my populace in all corners of the kingdom. I've been really well everywhere I go. Thank you all so much. You made this reign a joy for me.
Avacal, we thank you.
The strength and stability of the kingdom lie in these virtues of its people: service, prowess, and creativity. For if any of these are lacking, the kingdom fails. The artists and artisans of the kingdom glorify it with their work, the teaching of their skills, bring to it the light of learning. Let the members of the Order of the Laurel attend their majesties.
Brothers and sisters of the Laurel, and the feelings will be uncomfortable and problematic, please either bring a seat or remain standing.
The heroes are responsible. Please brought before their majesties.
You know, that you will please. We are minded in bearing us heroes of responsibility to our right noble order of the Lord.
And right mindful of the desires of your fears. We are minded to create you a companion of the Order of Are there any who would speak for Hero?
Good people of Avacal, I stand before you today as a direct product of the skill, of the heart, of the soul of this fine lady who sits before you this day. Every single stitch, every single bead, every single cut of the fabric, done with care, done with skill, done with soul, done with heart. Every single stitch that she has ever applied to fabric has been done in this fashion. This I know. I have seen it with my own eyes long before we came to this society. Long, long before good people. I have seen it evolve to the wonders that we see before before us this day that this woman now bears with pride. And all we can say is, wow. Sorry. Your Majesties, as a peer of the society, this is right. This is good. It is well deserved. And I thank you for this honor for my lady this day.
It is our great honor. I'm going to take you back. My name's Mistress Dearfinna. For those that don't know me, I'm the wanderer, so I come and go from the kingdom to other kingdoms and back again. But this is my home. I'm going to take you back a little bit because some of you don't know the full story of Hero. So a long time ago, before children, in a barony far away, Montengard, we were young and foolish. We did lots of things. I met Huron of Malabar through really good friends in the SCA because I had just started in the SCA, and they welcomed me in. First, we were friends socially, a lot of social. Then I met the archery side of this lovely lady and her friends. There's a story about grubby archers and Clinton War, populist sheep. If you want to hear more of these stories, please ask because they are fun. Then I got to know the artist, the creator, and we got to talk so much about creating and crafting, and she inspired me. We shared passions and our skills in creating things out of fabric, out of grommets. You could talk to us about grommets, oh my God. Embroidery, she inspired me with so much embroidery. Paint, cookies. There's a story about cookies. If you guys don't know the story about cookies, please ask the story about cookies. Tassels. I had never made tassels before, but this lady inspired me to learn how to make tassels. Not that Vikings did much tassels or Anglo-Saxon ladies, but there were tassels. And home renovations. You wouldn't believe the stories that we talked about with home renovations, much to our husbands' chagrin. We geeked out a lot, let's just say. She inspired me in A&S. A Laurel was inspired by somebody else. Now, at the time, I wasn't a Laurel, but she inspired me down the path of A&S. I followed her into competition, so I started to compete in A&S competitions. I followed her as the baronial A&S champion of Montengard. She did it first, and for those that don't know, the sash of the baronial A&S champion for Montengard is still the sash that she made. So there is history here with this woman. Then real life happened, which happens to a lot of us. Real life happened. They had kids. Those ones throw a big wrench in our plans usually. We moved to the UK for a bit, so we got separated. They moved to the Shire of Single-Handers. Then we moved back. We had kids. It's a long story about a lot of things in life. A lot of work got in the way of our fun. But we still came back. And all this time, she was still creative. Even though she wasn't in the UK actively, she still created. Like I said, back to the home renovations. Oh my God. She's still doing all that. Everything she still was doing being creative. When I returned, I jumped back into the SCA and back into A&S. I was determined to really make my way in this great society. Hero, she dipped her toes in. She would come and go, but she was very careful about it all. Until her boys, and I use the word very general term boys, because our husbands are also our husbands, pulled her back in, and I am so grateful to them for doing that. Because I think the society is better with her in it. I'm so glad they did, because she is an amazing artist. you don't get a chance to see her work, please ask. Any of us will, please ask. That's one of the things we do love talking about. She loves to share her skills. So if there's something that you see of hers that you really like and you want to learn more about, ask her. She's always willing to share. And she loves to learn new ones. And I think these are all the qualities of a great Laurel. And she's also a straight shooter like me, so it's great. If you want an honest opinion, you'll get one. Although her path to Laurel was a lot longer than mine, the journey is not about the destination. It is the things we learn, the things we create, the people we touch or lick along the way. And I've always thought of you as a sister. And now you'll be part of my role.
Your Majesties, Your Highnesses, good gentles, everyone. My name is Catalin van der Ast. I come from a far, far, far royal lands, northern royal lands, where the lake ice is thin, now slowly moving north, following the Gulf. However, long before that, I used to live in the more southern regions of this land. And back then, it was a peaceful. And it's there where my country was born. I did not meet real fish. I met big surfers. For those unfamiliar, it's a forgiveness. Big Circle Crazy is an elaborately lovingly crafted vision. And once I saw it out on the field, I knew I had to meet the minds and the hands behind it. Thus began more than 20 years of friendship with Laurel and Malabar. And more than 20 years of geeking out together about the material culture of our time period. Not as the display, but as things that we can actually see and look magnificent doing so. I'm going to give you one example of what Hero's Eye, her skill, her generous spirit have meant to this community. When I was regent of we held our classes under Costco canopy, shelter us from the elements. I dreamt of something much worthier, but even I actually did things. I had a lot of ambition, but what I didn't have was any idea on how to design a large station that would be structurally sound, and also how to handle heavy water reflows. Hero. First person, well, I'm all about you. And she had what my dream required. The knowledge, the patience to teach someone and to guide them through several months worth of work. And I am thank you, gentlemen. So shades are long gone, but we were the ancestors of the permanent that are on the quad set today. I wear the laurel, but in truth, Hero has been my peer for long, much longer than I have known it. Derfina talked about how life has its own timing and winding, but it brings us to moments when we are ready to receive. Today is that moment for Hero. Hero's art is never merely personal. It's always offered outward to us and to the dream to share of a more beautiful world. Today, the laurel wreath finds its rightful home, and I could not be more proud to witness it. Hero, from Big Circle Crazy to this moment, you've made everything around you more beautiful. You've given your hands your knowledge and your friendship to so many of us. Welcome to the order, and I saved you a spot.
It's really hard to do anything after weekly spoken. I'm busy here. Hi, I'm Roman. I'm the sheep. And I say that really proudly today because this woman inspires me to be who I am. And that's all her fault. That I do all these crazy things. And why? Because many years ago, I came upon the lands of Avacal from Tyranny, not known, and scared to death. And my first Baroness, back then, Hero, the responsible, was there guiding and helping and inspiring. And everyone who came to her, it seemed that she found a way for us to be able to heal and get over ourselves. This is really hard to do. She was able to do that for me. And then she decided to have a family and left. And I was lost. So I came to Laurel. And that's another story. And there was a time where she was, I'm raising my children. My heart is with them, and it is so hard to do more than just everything and have us here. And I was coming with her, oh, well, there's this going on and this going on. And she's like, no. And then Malabar goes, well, I want to do archery. Come on, boys, let's go. And we fell in love. And this one started making clothes for everyone. Everyone needed new clothes. They all grew at the same time. And I grew all the time. And she inspired them. And she moved them forward. And we got involved. And these children grew into young men. And it's hard. It's hard rearing children and having lots of us to make, and lots of clothes to do, and lots of things to make. And she has shared it with the entire and you to watch. Although at this point she's Hero the irresponsible. What does that mean? Well, there could be extra in her coffee. She could be doing extra things in the evening to enjoy herself. It's been a wonderful ride to watch. Now today, she is ready, and more than ready. She has done so much for the kingdom, and she is ready to do so much more. And one last thing I must say. There's a tribe that she's part of. It's called the Rat Pack. We love you so much, and we are so happy to see that this is happening. We are so glad Crown decided she is worthy because she is so much more than worthy. Thank you.
Watch the crown.
We have heard stories of Hero being responsible. Friendships, the odds 3 times past, and it kind of sums up who we are as people. Because we all kind of have a similar track, do you not? Where we have our moments of creativity and our moments of Hero is one of us. Then there's the irresponsible side, and it kind of goes like this. I don't want that. You can. I jest. Generosity is a trait that this person carries. We have heard tales of she does help people and make things that are nice. But what I've seen in both my own eyes, that she will make things outside of the personal sphere of her family for others on this very moment. Because it's something that just needs to be done. We call this generosity. What's it mean? It just goes around with what you can give. You give from the heart. You give from the hand. I would speak of wisdom. There was a time in the past as a baron noble. Large involvement in the society. But decisions had to be made. Because the society does not always bode well and work well and mesh well with our needs. And the needs became different. Wisdom is an important quality to share with others, and most importantly with yourself. Because you have to be wise enough to go, I want to do this, but I've got to realize maybe I can't do it. Maybe I need to take time to do that. And so she did. And the products of that are healthy and strong. The relationship with the family is good. Nothing's perfect, but it's good because of a wise choice years ago. This individual, sit on this council, she will be generous and wise. Because we've heard of this. She's not scared to avoid the truth. And she's also wise enough to be humble. The majesty will make wise choice. Include her in this fine order. Thank you.
Thank you for your words.
Enter this order and undertake the responsibilities.
and privileges of the team.
Be the crown. That's how would you like to be known from this day forward?
Hero of Sophia.
Hero of Sophia. Sophia. Hero of Sophia.
But what item would you like to vow in order to receive this accolade?
By what item would you swear your vows in order to receive this accolade?
Land.
Put your hand on the ground above.
Place your hand on the ground that we all love.
On the land that gives us our foundation, work and play.
Here I do swear.
Here I do swear, on this land and my to be from this day forward,
A good and true. To bind myself in fealty
bind myself in fealty,
and service to my crown and my kingdom.
service to my crown and my kingdom,
To teach and to learn.
to teach and to learn,
To laugh and to weep.
to laugh and to weep,
To face our foes with the strength of my conviction.
to face our foes with the strength of my conviction,
In such matters as concern the kingdom,
in such matters that concern the kingdom,
my honor,
my honor,
and the lawful command of the crown.
and the lawful command of the crown. Need or in plenty,
In peace or in war.
in peace or in war,
In living or in dying.
in living or in dying,
Till death take me.
till death take me,
Or the order of the ends.
when the world ends.
So say I, hero of Sophia.
So say I, hero of Sophia.
We will promise further to treat all with courtesy and due.
Will you promise further to treat all with courtesy and the respect that is due to them,
And to uphold the laws and traditions of our kingdom.
and to uphold the laws and traditions?
I so swear.
Bring forth the medallion. And speak its lineage should it have it.
This medallion commissioned based on the Townley brooch. The Townley brooch is a gold and enamel disc around the year 1000. This particular brooch was made by the skilled hands of Viscount. I offer it now to your Majesty to bestow it where it belongs.
We need a minute to Google, sorry.
Like me to pin it on you, or would you prefer to do that yourself?
At least the dress is red.
She's like, decades since I
Let hero be adorned.
Would you now swear fealty to the crown? Upon which symbol of state do you swear fealty? Do you now swear fealty to the Majesty of Avacal, King and Maiden and Queen Isabella, to support and defend them in your hearts and in your homes, and to obey them in all lawful and just commands in matters which concern this realm, so long as they remain sovereign of Avacal?
For our part, we solemnly swear that we shall do all in our power to protect and defend as long as we live. So say I, exactly.
and so say I.
The foundations of all must be laid in study, marked by our broad spirit, accurate scholarship, and careful attention to detail. The work of the couturier is not limited to the mere formation of garments and establishments. It also concerns the subject of usage and acceptance. Knowledge of education, educated practice on these points, and willingness to share such knowledge may fairly be expected, and that all these steps should be imitated. We, Aidan F. Grendel and Isabella Kendall of Ravensrip, King and Queen of Avacal, further encouraged to welcome hero Sophia into the right noble order of the Laurel, which this companion of the Laurel shall have and possess now and hereafter all honors, tokens, titles, burdens, and privileges afforded to one of such station, included arms by this letter pact. This we have done for those here assembled to witness this 16th day of May, Anno Sciatus 61.
we now proclaim you a member of the Order of the Laurel. Arise, Mistress Hero, and greet your peers.
3 cheers for the newest Laurel Avacal. Hip hip!
Just going to change cameras here, see if that can help the sound issues.